Bang. Welcome to the Triple F Podcast.
This is a stand-up comedy-based podcast with South Florida comedians Jeff Dolezal, Matt Ross, and Josh Francis. We joined together to talk about the military, addiction and recovery, and marriage. That's the end of that.
I don't like this intro.
I don't like the intro, but it's what we
this.
have to... Algorithm, apparently, if you match the fucking description with what you say in the first part, I don't know, dude.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, dude.
Here's the thing. If you fucking losers that listen to us
No, good
would
girls.
share this with your friends and be like,
If you had any.
Yeah, if you had.
Dorks.
I love these guys. I think they're hilarious. They're all fucking really funny, even when they talk about the military. They talk about recovery. They talk about
Come.
cum,
A lot.
yeah,
Sex.
marriage.
Lot of cum.
Mostly
They
cum.
talk about that, and I like it. Here, Josh wouldn't have to sell his soul at the beginning of our podcast for that.
Because, boy, would I never say that.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, but that's why. But Jeff wouldn't even. I mean, Jeff
Josh is
wouldn't.
going to get defensive.
Yeah, Jeff
already.
wouldn't
It's
even.
too early.
Yeah, it's too early. We'll skip it.
Dude, we've been on the podcast for fucking 40 seconds, so we can't start a fight, dude. We can't get too defensive about it.
Okay, I'm going to read the messages. So new app thing that Spotify, if you're a listener on Spotify, you can send us messages directly. We got like 4. I'm going to read them.
Woo!
We're answering it. Yeah, so send more.
What we should do for optics next time, just so that people think we're big shots, is just be
We
like,
got
We're
some.
picking 3.
We picked our favorite 4.
We picked our favorite 4. So start if you're on
picked our
Apple.
top 4.
Oh, 1 second before this too. If you're on Apple, go over and rate us on Spotify. If you're on Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts. Rate
Watch
us.
this
Too.
at the beginning.
It's no, dude. We have to get them when they're listening, dude, because now they're all fucking horny because they hear us. Okay, liked it. You all seem like you should be dead. Says Taco Scoob 22.
We seem like we should be dead.
The fuck's that even mean?
Well, here's what I imagine. He's probably referring to something that we talked about on the podcast.
Yes, I
and
don't
I don't
remember.
remember.
I don't know what he's
Dude,
referring
people,
to.
I swear to God, dude, people will, like, we've done episodes where we record and then, like, the next day they're published, and then people will respond and be like, you're fucking talking about or they'll make a joke to me as if and I'm like, I don't remember what I said.
Also, when you see this, I said this a week ago.
Well, even if I didn't, I'm not going to remember.
I don't remember a thing that I said. I don't remember a single thing I said 24 hours ago.
Yeah, I don't. I said this a week ago. I don't know what you're
And it's
referring
because
to.
of the biggest flaw of our podcast.
Oh, dude,
which
you know
is
what
we
it
don't
was?
plan any of
No,
this.
you know what it was? It was because we were talking about the things that we did when we were young, like when I got ripped underneath a car because I was hanging on the side of it.
That could be it.
That was 100% it.
Either way, shut up, Taco Scoop 24.
Yeah. I also
to be fair to him, I have talked about doing heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to clarify, I did accidentally fuck his name up. It's Talk Scoob. There is no 24. I don't know where I got the 24.
What a redemption arc.
Okay, second thing that we're going to address. Matt, how many times a week do you golf? What is your handicap? His handicap is his mustache. How many times do you golf?
My handicap
I
is
set
severe.
that up for like a week.
Yeah, he's been thinking about that. Since
Yeah.
his handicap is his mustache. It's fucking, you have red hair, dude. Shut up.
Yeah,
Shut up.
at least I don't
idiot.
choose to have
He
it.
ran that bit by me 3 times in voice memo. He's like, do you think this is funny?
No, he did not. You guys
2 a.m. 2 a.m.
You
I
guys
called
like
him.
workshopped it.
I'm like, what
It's
do you think is funny?
No. But do you think if I say he's handicapped because he has a mustache, or his handicap is his mustache?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, is this
Word
mustache?
Is his
economy,
mustache
yeah.
is
Make
what you
the
gotta
mustache
go.
the punch,
Make
baby.
it tighter. Yeah, I ran at the
Yeah.
mics too. I was like, workshopped that at some open mics. I was
Everyone's like, who the fuck are you talking about?
yeah, my buddy Matt Ross.
Like, okay, so like think of a guy who has a mustache,
and he also likes to
now
golf.
I'm gonna make fun of his
Yeah.
mustache.
Yeah.
I golf like 4 or 5
What is a
times a
handicap
week.
in golf? I forgot. You've told me.
So a handicap is basically your average of what you shoot over par. There's more that goes into it with that, but that's basically
and
it.
par is
So,
like if it's like it should take you. If par 3, that means it should take you 3 hits to get.
yeah,
to
so like the
Got it.
average course is a par 72. So it should take you in 18 holes 72 strokes.
Got it.
I'm like a 12.5 right now, so I usually shoot like lowish 80s. So
Okay.
it's good. That's good. I'm
Okay.
very proud of that. I also did throw my back out trying to tee up a golf ball the other day, and I'm in serious pain.
Yeah, he's fucking.
You will
yeah,
never
he's,
see the
he's
pain.
slanted. If you saw him
From the
stand,
hat
he's-
to the mustache to the injuries, you're full dadded out.
You should
Yeah,
see my
dude.
white Nikes on, dude. My fucking Nike Monarchs.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I
That'd
have
be
some
sick.
slides on that my uncle bought me that are
You
basically
could-
the equivalent.
You could slide right into like dad energy real
Yeah.
quick.
Mm.
Well, dad energy is popular lately. Dad bod, dad energy, the whole dad look is it's very in from what I hear.
Yeah, if you want ladies, just go out to bars and just be like, you can't leave the house looking like that. And then
Yeah,
they'll be
just
all
get
over you.
just be like, "Hey, hungry? What's your name?" That's just how you go.
Yeah.
You just stand at the bar like with your back to a group of ladies, and one of them goes, "I'm tired," and you go, "Hi, tired. I'm Dad. I'm Matt," and then they blow your cock.
And they're like, whoa.
They're like, "That guy's hot." And then, did you see his hat too? So
Final question that we're gonna answer. We might put this at the end later.
and then if she
going
turns
forward.
on rap on the way home, you go, no daughter of mine.
no.
Okay, so the last question: when are you coming to Atlanta? Never. No.
Well, welcome to Atlanta. Where the
welcome
players
to
play,
Atlanta.
And they ride on them things like every day.
Every day.
I think
Like
that I'm
every day.
thinking of a different song.
Definitely are.
Yeah,
'Cause
you-
it's like
you
porno
started-
movie. What is it? Porno movie.
I don't know
Fuck your
what you're
camera,
talking
baby. Camera, baby. Welcome to Atlanta. Yeah, that's a Migos song.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways,
The song you said was better.
what
Yeah,
song? Well,
that's
no.
Ludacris.
It's "Welcome to Atlanta"
You just-
by
you
Ludacris
just
and
lost
Jermaine
saying it's
Dupri.
Look, Ludacris is
No,
the
no, no,
better
no, no,
artist
no, no,
than
no, no,
Migos?
no.
Nuts.
Stop.
That's crazy.
No, no, no.
It's a better
Listen.
song.
Listen.
Welcome to
Ludacris,
Atlanta,
in the time that song came out, was, in
Cool.
my opinion,
Very
what
cool.
Migos is to this right now for rap. I mean, he was.
He had Move
Ludacris
Bitch.
was the shit. Move, bitch, get out the way. I
What else
mean,
was he? Run
Dude, he had
away,
a lot.
love.
that's
Ludacris
not
had a lot of
Ludacris,
good
is
That's
it?
songs.
Ludacris.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it is.
it's Lil
No,
Wayne and
Carrie was
Ludacris.
only. No, it's
that's Ludacris and like.
Runaway Love is
It's
only.
Kelly.
There's
or
another
not-
one that has Wyclef in it that's Lil Wayne too. Are you sure Lil Wayne's not in
It's
Runaway
100%.
Love?
Yes,
It's not.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Unless
gonna
he's
look
got
it
like a
up.
weird remix where he like. He's like. And it tries to be deep. Shawty was only 16.
No, but like,
Selling her
oh,
body.
Mary J. Blige is in it.
Yeah.
That's who sings the Runaway Love part. But yeah,
Ludacris
was the shit,
Cadillac
dude.
grills, Cadillac thrills. Check out the oil, my Cadillac spills.
Or what about the one? I wanna lick you from your. They used to
head
just
your
play that
toes,
on the
and I
radio.
wanna Move from the bed down to the floor.
I wanna.
You make it so good, I don't want to leave, but I gotta.
No, what's your fantasy?
Yeah, dude. He had act a fool.
Dude, yes,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Ooh,
And
I'm
even
about to act
before this franchise took over who he was, I know we talk about Fast and Furious a lot, but the song we talk about it so much. The song
Too much.
he had the
Too Fast,
Too
Too
Fast, Too Furious. That shit was hard.
Too fast for
Yo,
y'all, man. Oh,
yeah,
that shit
dude,
was
that
good
shit's
as fuck.
hard. So
That's a good song.
Ludacris was the
I
shit
hate
back in
songs
the day.
made for movies, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like
it
when
is
you're like
hard.
the song like
Icky, icky,
it's
icky.
been a long day.
I got a big weed stash, pocket full of cash. Just seen a big old ass. It's Saturday.
Yeah, see,
That's a
It's
good song.
Ludacris was
been
the
a
shit.
long-
Ludacris
That
was
song
great.
was not good either.
No.
It had like 1 billion streams like within the first 2 weeks because everyone's like Paul Walker.
yeah.
Also, fuck Paul Walker. Who gives a fuck, dude?
I saw a thing on the internet recently about
here's-
him having a relationship with a 17-year-old or something like that.
Okay, so my point stands. Also,
What was your stance before you thought that he might be a pedophile?
he wasn't like. Here's my issue: is that everyone was like, "Oh, he was taken too early," which is true, and they were like, "He was so great," and it's like, actually, he was a pretty dog shit actor. Like,
He
out
wasn't
of-
a great actor.
He was
no.
not good. There's that scene where he like. It's the worst acting of all time, where he walks out and Tyrese is like, "But what about that thing?" He's like, "I said drop it. I said drop it, cuh."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly. What you're dude, I watched Troy for the first time in a while, and that movie is, dude, no.
What?
When's the last time you watched it? 90% of the acting in it is Brad Pitt just being hot shirtless.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a scene where he's like,
Well, yeah.
it's like they come in and they're
Yeah,
like,
so
yeah.
it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. They're like he's challenging you to a one-on-one duel, and then Brad Pitt's like, they're like, Achilles, he's challenging you, and then he just like takes the shirt. He like literally has a shirt on, takes it off, looks to the distance in the ocean, he goes, "Bring me my sword." And it's
Yeah,
like,
dude,
that's
so
so
sick.
That sounds
bad,
like
dude.
great cinematography.
No,
Dude,
dude,
the
it's
beginning
so bad.
where the little kid is like, Achilles, the king calls for you. He needs you to fight. And he's like, the man you have to fight is the biggest man I've ever seen. I wouldn't want to fight him. And he's like, that's why no one will remember your name. And then he Euro-step kills that guy.
yeah.
That's pretty sick.
He Euro-step. He like literally hits him with
I've
a
never
fucking
seen this.
Manu Ginobili and just gets him in the neck with his sword.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And the
That
dude's
movie rocks,
massive.
bro.
No, dude. Joaquin Phoenix is in it, which is good. He's good. Joaquin
Love
Phoenix
Joaquin.
is.
So's Orlando Bloom.
Yes, he is. He's a little
Ooh.
pussy in it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
dude,
'cause he
I'd give
tries to-
him this little pussy.
Yeah, dude. He's a
So-
good-looking dude. He's the Johnny. He was like Johnny. I think Orlando Bloom got overshadowed by Johnny Depp because Johnny.
Of course
Depp
he
was
did,
like,
dude.
Well,
In
Johnny
Pirates of
Depp's-
the Caribbean,
Yeah,
Johnny
dude,
Depp is one of the best
POCs?
actors
Come
Yeah.
on.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
of our generation.
Orlando
I mean,
Bloom was good, and then everyone's like, yeah, but have you seen Johnny Depp? And then
Yeah,
he's,
but Johnny Depp stole the show.
and then how crazy was it when Johnny Depp's fucking what's that girl's name that he was married to that went through the trial?
oh, Amber Heard.
Roseanne
Amber
Barr.
Heard, Amber Heard all of a sudden just like started.
That was earlier.
Amber Heard just like
That was
in,
his first
in the
wife.
trial. All of a sudden they're like, yeah, by the way, she shit in my bed. It's like, whoa, what the?
I've read
fuck,
so
dude?
much shit that's like not even true, but I do like it. I like
It's
that
so
I like that we're getting topical like 9
9 months later.
prior.
It's just very funny to
Or-
be like, I'm
You
You guys
pulling
heard
the
of
card
you guys
out.
heard of this trial between Johnny Depp and Roseanne
Turns
Barr?
out he was actually doing fucked up shit too. By the way. I don't
So
know if you were-
okay, so I googled Paul Walker underage girl. Turns out that when he died, Paul was in a relationship with a 23-year-old,
Mm.
and the two had begun dating when he was 33 and she was 16.
Oh, there we go. That'll get you.
Oh no! Paul Walker's history of teenage girls should. Let's see what the rest of this says.
Yeah.
Should.
Should never be forgotten. Similar to 9/11.
Yeah,
Paul-
yeah.
Basically on the same thing as Paul Walker. Paul Walker dating teenage girls. 9/11. Pretty
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
I
I like
do-
how people were like, it was just so tragic. It's like he was going like 110 miles an hour and wrapped his Porsche around a tree. He did that to
I don't
himself.
think he was driving though, was he? I don't think he was driving the car, but he was in it.
If he was in a Porsche going 100 and something miles an hour and he wasn't driving it, that proves my point that he's a bad actor. You're the guy from Fast and Furious,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, you should
If
be the
anyone's
one
gonna be
that's-
wrapping that thing around a
Yeah.
tree, it should be you.
That's just because he's not a method actor.
The car is just squished into like a little, just a fucking compact, almost like a Lego. When the cops show up and all they can hear is the radio still works and it's ding 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 ding.
ding.
Alright, if you're talking Fast and Furious, drift.
Is that the lyric? Wait.
I think
At the
so.
end? I don't think
It is now. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
Ding,
Ding, ding,
Fast
ding.
and Furious.
I just think like I don't know. We do it. It would be the worst.
Do you know the name of the artist who sings that song?
No.
The Teriyaki Boys.
No, it's
You're
not.
lying,
I
dude.
swear to God. The
Okay, I'm gonna
Teriyaki
look.
Boys.
It just would suck to be like nobody's ever really cared about. And first off,
I thought it was the sweet and sour.
let's just look at what Paul Walker is. Right? He's the
Yeah.
main star of Fast and Furious. He's a white fucking. I like cars. I drive fast. Blah blah blah. That guy dates teenage girls.
yeah.
That's it.
Frosted Tips in his 30s dates
Come on,
teenage
dude.
girls.
You're telling me everybody has a Paul Walker that was in their town when they grew up. This guy who was like above average he was an attractive dude, but he was just kind of a douche and was really into cars and really just kind of like all that. And then he would bring his cool ass car at about the age of 25 when he should have been done with college. He's not done. He has never gone. And he's picking up the hottest girl in high school.
Yeah.
And then
And
they
everyone's
drive
like,
up.
shouldn't you have graduated college? And he's like, I'm in night school.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah, Paul Walker, if he never got into acting, is just the guy who went to high school parties and everyone was like, that guy shouldn't be here, right?
It is
He
funny.
should.
Their
But
name
he-
are the Teriyaki
but he brings
Boys.
alcohol. So
I
no
knew
one
they
likes
were.
him.
With a Z.
Is that the quarterback from from
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights?
He's
Yeah.
in,
He's the dude from
I've never
he's the dude
seen
from
any-
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I've just
The-
never
dude, the premise of that movie is one of the stupid. So the idea is he races through like a bill. We're gonna get copyright stricken, but you know,
Dude,
who
whatever.
gives a fuck? But
No.
they're like building a neighborhood, like a bunch of houses, and then he races a guy through those, does a bunch of damage.
He races the cool guy. He races the like Letterman jacket. He races
yeah.
a different version of Paul Walker, basically.
He races himself from Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, literally. That's what he does. He races a guy who has like daddy's money, has a nice sports car. He's got the hot girl in the seat next to him. The hot girl, though, guess what? She wants to fuck him.
Yeah.
And you can
but
tell.
she won't do it unless she can beat her man in a race.
do it.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. That's how it has to work.
Listen, they're racing for pussy here.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
and it's
a
pretty
race against time.
pretty
Pink
important.
slips and pink slits.
Yes,
Hey,
exactly.
Oh, come on, dude.
I don't like the word slit for a pussy.
Yeah,
it really
slit is a
bothers
gross
me.
one.
It sounds
Well,
like
it
a
rhymed with
wound.
pink slip,
No,
so
that
I
was
ran
nice.
with it.
But then, so they race through this unfinished neighborhood.
And he breaks a bunch of shit.
And then he finishes.
His punishment is like, instead of going to jail, they're like, you got to go to Tokyo.
that is loosely the premise. It's
well,
like
his dad is like stationed at a base in Tokyo.
yeah, basically they send him off like his
of
mom's
course.
like I've had it with your shit. You're going with your no good
Yeah.
dad in
But
Tokyo.
like, the judge is like, I'm sentencing you to live with your dad in Tokyo. It's like, that's not a punishment.
I don't
they
think that
dole
that's an
out.
option. Yeah,
They don't do that. They're not like, you got to go hang out on a military base. Like, you just go to jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then he meets Little Bow Wow, who has a Scion XP that has like
Lil Bow Wow's in that one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he meets Lil Bow Wow. He meets the Asian guy who only eats Starburst. That's a thing.
Huh.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
worry. I know what I'm talking about.
All right.
He's always eating Starburst. That guy dies.
Oh, I
He
don't
gets
remember that.
he gets blown up. You don't remember. You only remember I feel like you might have only watched the first like 25 minutes of this movie.
It's super possible that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened.
And then they teach him how to drift, and then it's like he's like like they're like teaching him how to drift, and there's like old Asian men sitting on like fish crates smoking cigarettes, like making fun of him the whole time. It's actually probably my favorite one of those movies.
Ooh, I love Too Fast.
Too Fast, Too Furious is pretty good.
I have
We
to-
talk about this way too much, dude. It's so funny because I think we've talked about Riley's joke about like however far in that franchise you've made it determines your level of intelligence. You know, and I think that's
which
so
is a
funny.
real question mark for me because I watched like the first 2 or 3, and then like in the clip,
Check out for a
I
while.
checked out for like 5 movies. So it's
And
like,
then you
where
came
am
back.
I? Because
You're sporadic. You're on the Fast and Furious spectrum.
Yeah,
is
I would
basically
say
what it
so.
is.
I would
You
say
check
so.
some of the boxes, but not all of the boxes. It's not a linear line that you
speaking
have.
of Specty, I was telling this to Josh yesterday, but I met a guy at work who is like, he's in what's called DevGru, which is like the code name for SEAL Team 6 in the SEALs. And this guy was like the head of like Gold Squadron SEAL Team 6. And my boss is like telling me all his ranks. And he's like, he is the highest rank you can get as like an active member of SEAL Team 6. He was the Master Chief of Gold Squadron. And I was like,
Master Chief.
I was like, it took everything in me to not be like a Halo.
Master
I really
Chief.
appreciate what you did against the Flood in the first one. Thank you for your service.
Is the Flood in the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Dude.
like that's.
I need to play Halo.
Like, how did
again.
you stop Bin Laden? Did you hit him
I
with
remember-
a sticky grenade?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this too because my dad just never understood video games, and when I used to play Halo, I remember the intro. It obviously sounds like two dudes banging, and I remember it would just be and I just remember hearing him pound on the wall like while he was trying to sleep, and he was probably just like, "What the fuck is he doing?" You know what I'm saying? Like
I would have never described the Halo theme as the sound of two dudes banging.
It does, dude. It's like
Oh, it sounds like monks. It sounds like
Yeah,
monks
it's a-
chanting.
it's a
Sounds like
monk
you're getting your
chant.
butt fucked.
You've never had it.
You've never
dude,
gotten your
dude,
butt
you've never
fucked.
had your
butt fucked, idiot.
You fucking
You
loser.
fucking
dude.
idiot. Stop trying to steal my culture, dude.
Yeah,
you
stop
can't
trying to
use
Yeah,
steal
dude.
valor. I'm stealing
Yeah,
butthole valor.
Don't steal my valor, dude. You
I-
never had your
you don't
butt
think
fucked.
that you don't think if something went in
Spoken
there,
like
you
a
go,
real
"Oh."
anal virgin
you've
over
never had your
here,
butt
dude.
fucked.
Dude, if you
faggot.
put something in my the first impression, I go, oh. And then
Actually, you might.
yeah.
Only one way to find out. Patreon, baby.
Patreon
I'm
exclusive,
putting this
baby.
fucking thing up his butt.
Sideways, baby.
We don't want to hurt him.
Sideways, yeah.
Dude, fucking.
Ooh, no, we'd go
You could
thick.
get that in there. You could get narrow.
Well,
end
yeah,
in
you
there
could.
for
I would just have
sure.
to stretch.
No, you
I
could
could
get it
help
in
you
there.
out. with that. I could help you out with that.
Dude, last night I fucking was.
It was fucking my
I was
butt.
fucking.
My butt.
I couldn't sleep last night because I watched a spooky documentary, and it was about these faces in Belmese, Spain. Have you heard of these faces? In 1971, this lady moved into a house and she noticed there was like a face on her concrete, like a little, like what it looked to be a face. So what she did was she was like, that's kind of weird, and she scrubbed it away, like because she thought it was a stain. And then what happened was she was scrubbing the tile and she discovered like another face. So then she was like, this is creepy. So then her husband redid that portion of the floor, put new concrete on it, and then the faces came back. And it's like a thing that you can go and see in Spain. And they keep, like, faces keep showing up in this floor. And these people, these
How much like faces do they look like?
they look real. You can look it up. They're scary. And then this archaeologist was like, what is in this area? And started digging around. And they found bones. It was an old cemetery. So I was tripping out last night because I watched this, and we have like you have the speckle ceiling, and I was like looking up at my ceiling, and I swear to God, because I was thinking
like,
about it,
I'm
I
like
started
that.
seeing faces. I was like, dude, they're watching me. And then I was like, this might just be schizophrenia.
Is this it?
Yes, that's it, dude.
Let me see.
Tell me that's not terrifying.
It's not really that creepy.
That's terrifying. To just see that in the floor after
yeah.
you replace the floor, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that would creep me out a little bit.
If you do that, you'd freak out.
I wonder if there's an explanation. For
They
like,
try. So
you know
yeah.
what I
So
mean?
they were like. So they tested the. They also tested the cement.
It was just the first guy who like laid cement down, was like, check it out.
yeah.
Put his
The,
face
the
in
very
wet
first
cement.
person to
Yeah.
invent the wet cement thing. That's hilarious. But they replaced the cement, and then they ran tests for like if there's been substances on it. Like, they checked for bleach, which would cause staining. They checked for any acid that would cause staining, and they couldn't figure anything out. So then the show that I was watching, they brought in somebody called a miracle expert, and it's like a Catholic.
Damn, dude.
It's like a Catholic.
What a fucking finesse.
It's like a church. It's like a guy who works for the Catholic Church who investigates like claims like this thing. Like there was also like a lady and there was also a
Every
lady,
single one, he's like, it's Jesus again.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Who know? Who? Yeah.
What the heck? How do you do it again?
$25,000
Again? Jesus?
And they investigated it by they investigated it, and he was like, yeah, there's no explanation. This has to be a miracle. And he was the same expert that he investigated this other case where this lady had a wine glass, and every time she poured wine, afterwards when she would empty it, it would have a face of the Virgin Mary. And then they were like, what's happening? So then they again investigated it, and this guy is just like, he's the Jesus face expert guy.
That's insane because it's like one guy, and he's like, I'm gonna spray lemon juice in here and figure out if it makes you go away, and if it doesn't, it's a miracle.
It's a miracle,
like,
dude.
And like every
he just shows up. He's like, I'm from the Vatican. In order for me to make sure that this is a miracle, I'm gonna need a couple things to run my seance. Do you have a son, a small son?
Yeah, do you have a 5-year-old son and $20,000? It's called pareidolia, though. That's the thing where you think you see faces and shit. Where you think you see something, it's pareidolia. Pareidolia.
That's
which
just
is
like
interesting.
you think
you see faces, like, so it's basically like animating an object. You're personifying an object basically when you
Yeah.
see something and you
I
go.
think we all kind of do that.
You
a
do that
little
all the
bit,
time
right?
when you look at clouds and you're like, oh, that looks like titties or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's what that's
They always
called.
All
look like
clouds
titties.
look
All
like
dude,
titties.
all clouds
Yeah.
kind of look like titties.
You said
Clouds
about
are, if you think about
But
it,
dude, that
clouds
shit-
are like God's titties, bro.
Oh fuck!
Damn,
that shit,
dude.
That shit tripped me out though because I was watching that. Dude, you watch that at 3 a.m. on your
Bro,
phone,
I don't-
and you're
I
like,
won't- I won't
nope.
watch scary shit like that anymore, dude. Ever since I stumbled upon that, I talked about it on here. That creepy TikTok, and then
What? With the girl,
with the girl, dude. I didn't sleep for like
So
sleep
funny,
straight
dude.
for like
That
3
video's-
fucking days, dude.
That video is like crazy, dude.
It was so scary. And then I watched Smile, which is a scary movie about what are you shaking your head about?
I would not watch that movie.
Why?
It looks
Broad
bad,
daylight, I wouldn't watch that.
It's
It looks
creepy.
bad, but it also just looks like
No,
Ugh.
Scary?
no, it's creepy. The whole idea is like there's this thing that gets into people, and it ends up making them kill themselves in front of somebody else, and then that's what gives the next person that thing. It's just like a chain of, it's just like a chain of things, and basically it takes this person over, and they end up with this like really creepy smile,
Until they do it.
and then they fucking like a girl like, breaks a pot and like slashes her neck in front of the girl, like smiling at her and like die. So the whole thing is based on this like really creepy smile, which is exactly what that video was. And I didn't sleep right for a while, dude.
You just like anybody looks at you in public, you're like, no.
Yeah, I don't watch scary shit.
Somebody's
like
just
that
trying
anymore.
to be nice and be a stranger and smile at you.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I'm
oh,
like,
fucking not
absolutely
today,
not.
motherfucker.
Do you remember ever feeling jealousy when somebody else? This made me think of it. When some other fucking people in your neighborhood would have like the handprints on their concrete. You know what I'm talking about? Like you said,
felt
the
jealous
face
of
thing.
it?
Yeah, dude.
What do you
They
mean?
got the.
You
they
didn't
got, like,
have that?
Their family has like their handprint. No, we didn't refinish my driveway, so we didn't have an opportunity to lay new concrete and put our handprints in it as a family.
I don't. You know,
We have
we
that.
Didn't either.
I think that's.
We didn't do that.
We have that. We have ones. We had a
I
thing.
think we did redo our driveway.
We have
And you
cement.
still didn't do that? Damn, your
My
family
mom-
doesn't love each
Dude,
other.
my mom in the garden has. We put our hands in cement like blocks for like every year for like our entire.
Dude, that's such a. I think it's a Midwest thing.
It's like you put
Yeah.
we fill the garden bed, and so yeah, you can like walk down and see my hand.
I'm an East Coast elite.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
really
yeah.
are, dude.
My mom
You
has
really-
2 garden beds, and my dad has to like tend to them, and he fucking hates it.
Yeah.
He has to like till the backyard, dude.
Your
He
dad
gets so
doesn't
mad.
strike me as someone who would be a big fan of vegetables in the first place.
Yeah.
So he's just like, I gotta work for what?
for these cucumbers.
God damn
For
it!
these dog
Penis-shaped
yeah,
vegetables.
Yeah. Dude,
Not only do I hate vegetables, I gotta tend to the pee-pee-shaped ones.
dude,
Damn.
Matt fucked his back.
Look
up
at that,
playing
grandpa.
golf. Yeah.
It's bad, dude. It's really bad.
Hands on the hips.
I'm sorry for affecting the podcast. I'm just gonna.
You walk like a dad now.
Dude, I'm fucked up, bro.
You walk like a dad who
If
was
you
like,
could
I
look at
played
his-
double-A baseball.
He literally looks like an S kind of. Your shape right now, because he's got like a.
I mean, I don't know if they can see it, but like, yeah, dude, it's bad, dude.
Yeah, he's got his.
As straight as I can go.
Look at those.
Yeah, you've never been very straight, am I right?
Hello.
Heyo, dude. Gay as hell, bro.
What a gay guy.
I'm gonna get some water and then I'm coming back.
I found out that there's another talking point that I wrote down.
Jesus.
Avocados aren't fruit. Or aren't vegetable. I fucked this whole thing up.
Jesus Christ. If
I
that's
fucked
the
the
point,
reveal up.
if that's where we're at with this podcast, avocados aren't fruit, let's fucking call it,
Avocados
bro.
are fruit, dude.
Who cares?
I was just trying to get an Instagram clip. I was like, did you know? I just like fake it. Did you guys know that? Because that's
God
like those
damn.
fake podcast clips with facts that you see. People will be like, hey, did you know that in 1979? And then
And
it's
the other
like
guy's like, no way.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
yeah.
Those
And then-
people are just those are the type of people who are gonna be replaced by Chat GPT. Those are the kinds of people where
I
it's
know what
just
you're
like
talking
we don't need you. Like I heard a couple bits last night at the open mic where I was like, Chat GPT could write this.
Yeah, you're bad.
And it was just like this is like as inhuman of a joke as you could write.
dude.
And guess who was doing these? If you guessed women, you nailed it.
Come on, dude. It is fun to hear like premises from like people who are like 2 months into comedy because you go, Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
dude.
what are you doing?
That one that we did a show a couple weeks
They're
ago.
either so mundane and like vanilla that it's like this is Chat GPT, or there's always like some dude who's
It's like, I've been doing comedy for 2 weeks. I'm gonna tackle rape.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna-
it's like Jesus.
I'm gonna hit.
Yes,
I'm gonna
Dude,
hit the N
there
word.
was-
And you're like,
there-
yo.
there was a joke. There was
All
a
right.
comic like a couple weeks back where we were all on a show, and he went up and then he did a joke. I don't even like saying the word, but the whole joke was basically like, if you're gonna rape somebody, rape a prostitute because technically, it's not rape, it's stealing. That was the angle, and I was like, I had to follow him, and I had to go like, it was the host. I had to go up after. You know, you were on the show, and there was the yeah.
Oh,
Dude, and then I had
man.
to go up. I had to go up afterwards and be like, "Hello, hey guys, you know."
hey guys. By the way, that is rape.
I just want to
He
be,
did that at like the end of his set.
yeah, the very end. Like literally, he said he
Also
closed
bombed the whole
It. Well,
thing.
it was just
I
funny.
mean,
It's funny.
like we talk about bombing a lot. I didn't realize how bad he was bombing until Josh got up there, told one joke, and the crowd laughed, and I was like, "Oh, he was like full, like no one was laughing."
Yeah.
he closed on
He
it
was
and he goes, "You guys ready
bombing,
for your
bombing.
next comic?" And I was like,
It's
"Fuck,
it's
dude."
like if you think about it, raping a prostitute really is just stealing. So think about that.
All right, here's
you guys
Josh
ready for your
Francis.
next comic?
It's also
Don't
awesome.
say my name in that sentence.
It's also awesome to just eat a dick for like 12 minutes straight and be like, I know it'll get him back.
Yeah.
You can rape prostitutes. Like, all right, okay.
And
Did
guess
that
what?
win you back over? And
here's
everyone's like, no.
This thing that's crazy is that as somebody who does comedy, in my head I was like, I understand what he's trying to do. It's like I get what the premise is.
Yeah, but like,
it's just
don't.
not funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just don't.
there's certain things you just don't say.
No, there's
Like what?
Look in the
there's
camera and
always
say it.
Say it.
there's two types of brand new comics. There's the one who, like I was watching last night, where her joke is like, you ever bring a guy home and they're like, whoa, your house is so messy, and you're like,
You should see my pussy then.
This is a mess.
You think this is a mess?
Wait till you see-
see my fucking sloppy puss.
and then it doesn't land, and then she goes, and then they trail off. They go, because I have craps. That's like the thing that they do. Every comic that like new.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
But it's either
So
that
funny.
or it's some dude who's just like brand new, and he's like, I'm gonna talk about how Africans should have AIDS. You're like, chill.
Yeah, you're like,
write
whoa.
a Netflix joke.
Right.
Yeah,
Write a joke about Handmaid's Tale.
Write a joke
or
about
something.
avocados being fruits. And then
Yeah.
Talk about.
Be 4
By
minutes
the way,
in
I
and
was in
be
the
like,
kitchen for that. What the fuck is wrong?
I'm just trying to get a clip. I'm like, you guys know the avocado. I googled right before we started.
Did you guys know that tomatoes technically a fruit?
Right before
Josh is like, time to get a clip, and he pulls out like a children's book. It's like 100 silly facts.
I literally Googled. I hate this. I'm catering to that. I literally Googled. I said fun facts, and the second one that popped up was avocados technically aren't vegetables, and I was like, talking point.
That's the one.
I was like,
Let's do it.
bringing up the fucking heat, dude.
Crazy to like be adamant. Like you are 100% foot down. Like we have to start the podcast telling people that we're comedians, and then to just be like, avocados. God damn.
You know how sometimes avocados go in smoothies?
We're
and
comedians.
You think,
You wouldn't guess by the dumb fucking shit we talk about.
I'm just trying to get people to share the fucking clips.
avocados.
Share
We
the
put them in
goddamn-
smoothies. You ever thought that doesn't belong in there? Well, technically it does.
Technically,
It's a fruit.
It does. And then I also talked about the goddamn faces because I thought that would be good for TikTok. This sucks, dude. I just
The
want
faces are good.
I just-
It is funny though because I can tell when you're pivoting
'cause I
into
say-
a
yeah.
point because you
It's
do
not-
it
it's a voice.
smoothly, but
Yeah.
it never has anything
No, it
close to do
doesn't.
with what we're talking about.
No, it doesn't. I'm just trying to get clips, dude. That's what this is.
I know,
dude.
but it's okay.
I want
but
to
here's
provide
the-
content
Here's the thing, dude.
to listeners. This
Here's
sucks.
how I feel. Just to be genuine for like half of a second. I'm gay. No, I just come out. Like I'm gay.
It's June.
No, but I really do think that like if you just do the thing that you're gonna do, clips. I don't believe in the whole thing of
Pre-thing.
being
I
like
don't either.
Pre-plan
like
it.
I've
been
seen.
saying this for a minute.
I've
I don't
seen,
like the pre-plan.
Well, it's not even just the podcast, even stand up. I'm programmed now. If a moment happens on stage and I think it's good, sometimes my head will go, that might be a good clip, like while I'm up there. But I never go in. I mean, obviously, if you set up a camera before your set, you're recording for a reason, right?
Yeah.
You're recording in case anything happens. But I try not to ever go, I'm going to make a clip happen. Because you can see comics like, dude, I follow some people who are like bigger name comics, and you can tell that they're like trying to. I've seen a couple clips where they'll do something, blah, 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 and then they'll like break the fourth wall and like address the camera like as like a, like be like,
Yeah.
I'm breaking the fourth wall here, but and they'll say it, and I'm like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's
There's
nuts
a-
because it takes away like the like
The
what I think is like so
organic.
cool about being able to do like a live performance, which is like,
Chris Jean put a clip up, which was so fucking funny, of him like doing like a very meta thing of him being like,
I saw it. So
or
good.
have you seen that clip where he's like, you guys should like boo and yell at me, and then I can be like comedian trashes booing crowd, and then like they pretend to not like him, and he's like, fuck you. He's like, this might go viral, hold on, fuck you. Like, it's really
That's so
good.
funny.
It's so
Yeah.
funny.
I like either. Have you seen the one where the guy's on stage and he's like, "Why do you look like a cop, dude?" And then like it turns into like a cinematic thing where the guy follows him home and he's like, "Who the fuck told you? Like you burned my cover." And then he's like, "Now you have to join. Do you
That's
understand what we did?"
See,
It's so
that's
funny.
funny.
It's
I want to do.
Mickey Leper is the one that made
Oh,
it.
Mecky Leaper.
Mecky Leper. How are you
Yeah,
saying?
Mickey
it?
Leper. Mecky Leaper.
I don't know.
I've
who
never
that
met
is.
him. I just know him. I follow him. He's so funny.
He's
but that
very
shit's
funny.
so funny because it like turns into he's like he gets stabbed. It's so over the
There's
top.
a. I want to do the idea that we kind of gave to Jack last night, but I feel
I
like
was
it's free
telling-
reign.
Well, he was telling. Yeah, I told him about it.
Just like have like just a crazy cinematic intro. Because Jack's never posted a clip, so it was like Jack's first clip, and then have like a countdown. It's like 1, like 3, 2, and then it's him being like, "What else I want to talk about?" And that
It's
was
so
it.
funny, dude. It's so funny.
That would
Dude.
be so, and then just have like those city boys. You ever see those clips where like a guy like dunks on a woman, and it'll just be like "City Boys," and then like it'll have like the Lil Wayne where he's like "Woo, woo."
I
It's
have
like
no idea.
you've never seen a City
Gucci
Boys
who?
clip.
Gucci Mane? Have you seen that clip, dude? That's
No,
so
I have no
funny.
idea what you're
This is a
talking
different
about.
clip than that, but there's a clip when somebody's reading a top 5 list that they came up with, and then it's like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Tupac, Biggie, and then it's like and Gucci Man, and he's like, and it's like Gucci, and then he go Gucci, and he goes, Lil Wayne goes, Gucci who? Gucci Man? It's so funny. And then he's like, shout out my
My what?
yeah.
This shit, like anytime,
Yeah, you know what he says.
anytime, like a guy would like dunk on a girl and like one of those like stupid like street interviews,
yeah.
they would post this.
Trust me, that
But just put one of those before, and then just have like this whole huge build up, just to be like, all right, where was that?
It was.
It'd be so good.
There was that one. I mean, I don't know if we
I
should.
don't wanna
The Captain Wright had that idea of him being like, "Dude, you kind of look like me," and then it cuts to just him in the audience. It's
Dude,
so
that
funny.
kid's hilarious.
That's like that. Joe List has that joke where you told a guy, he's like, I told a guy that was sitting in the front audience, I was like, you kind of look like me, and he went, ooh. He's like, sorry that I hurt our feelings.
Yeah.
So good, dude. Fuck, dude. Ugh.
I just want to do comedy.
I want to do goddamn comedy.
I have to go watch comedy tonight and
You'll be able
film
to
it.
squeeze a fucking spot in, dude.
I don't know the host.
Do you know who it is? No, you need to talk to Ramon.
Yeah.
I don't
We'll
think.
talk about
Dude,
this off
yeah,
camera,
Chris
but-
is the guy. Yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Did you guys, I learned this the other day. Did you guys know that avocados aren't vegetables?
What's the thing after though?
Photos for the thumbnails.
Oh,
Because we
God damn it,
always
dude.
forget to do
Fuck.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Because we always go, we need thumbnail. And then I have to like find a still frame where our mics aren't
The
in
next one is,
It's
can you
impossible.
rhyme with orange?
it. Orange. Door hinge.
Door hinge, porn.
Orange. Door hinge.
Another one of our talking
An
points.
Eminem being dog
This
shit.
is a Fast and Furious Eminem is
Eminem
dog shit
Come
podcast.
Yeah. That's the
crazy.
name of that episode. Fast and the Furious, Eminem's dog shit, come.
Yeah.
Podcast, part 1 of 2.
Podcast part 1 of 2.
And then there's no extra. There's no part 2, by the way. This is just part 1. We'd never get to part 2.
Like
I'm
a
trying
rap,
to
like a rap
participate.
video.
I'm having so much trouble.
Do you remember in the 2000s, so many rap videos would end in "to be continued"?
Yeah, dude. Yes. Dude,
Why would they do that?
The Got Money one with T-Pain.
like
It's
a-
Got Money. And they're robbing a bank. And at the very end, it just fades out. They get away with it. Which is also funny because the music video, if you follow like the plot line of it, they wouldn't have gotten away. They come in, they start kicking up, they take their ski masks off, they start throwing money in the bank, and then they jump in a van. It's like, what are you
Music
doing?
videos used to be so good. You guys sent me some Griselda shit to listen to, right?
So
So I was listening
Griselda
to that. I listened through that while I was doing shit around the house, and then it just went into like what I normally listen to, which like it got on a loop of like, you guys know ESTG? So hard as fuck, but just like just it's just like street shit. That's all it is. And music videos used to be like
High production.
it was like high production. There was like a storyline. There would be like a 2-minute thing in the middle where you'd have to follow along with like the heist or like or like whatever. I mean, we don't even need to get into R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet. That's a whole nother
That's
level
a whole
of production.
episode.
But everything was similar to that, and now it's just like. This is me at the club. Like, I'm at the club. I pull up,
I have money.
smoking a Black and Mild or a blunt.
Look how
or
cool
this
I
is
look.
me and
pull
my
up
friends in
there.
a driveway with guns.
Yeah, no, that's every video. I
Dude.
watched like 4 or 5 of his videos, and it was all that.
Trapped
I love all of
the
them.
Trapped
it makes me
in the
wanna be
Closet-
somebody I'm not.
The Trapped in the Closet midget is holy
hilarious.
fuck,
so
dude.
good.
And what was in the cabinet? A midget. But the video is so sick because he like teleports to different places. He's like, a midget. It's so sick, dude.
Dude, was R. Kelly the GOAT of the time?
Yeah.
Was this, dude? This is when we
Yeah,
were
dude.
having, we had this conversation offline, not like when we were hanging out after the mics, and somebody got really upset because we were like, maybe the key to being successful in music is just
Fucking
Fucking
kids.
kids.
All of them have
all
done it.
oh, Michael Jackson.
Michael
Drake.
Jackson, King of
King-
Pop.
yeah.
Drake.
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 Drake. Drake.
Wait, Drake
Playoffs.
fuck kids? Well,
Well, he dates like the
he has a tendency
grooms
to
them.
have a friendship with a younger teen who then he ends up dating once they're of age, which is grooming, technically, yeah. Not
Technically.
I don't mean to say technically like Drake. I mean, Drake's a great artist, but
I was thinking about.
I don't like him enough to be like, I mean, technically, is it grooming? Yeah, but he waits until they're of age. No. It's creepy.
You know who's not grooming? West Side Gun. I love it so fucking much. I love that kind of rap where it's just like, I'll get your grandmother addicted to crack and watch her die in front of you.
Like
Just for
chemical
money.
warfare, baby.
I will get your whole family addicted to crack just so I can afford a fucking Corvette. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I like that.
Dude, ESTG raps about selling fentanyl all the time. And I'll be rapping along. He's like, want to change your life? My best advice, a brick of fentanyl. And I'm rapping along to it. Numerous friends of mine have died from fentanyl, but I'm like, he's making it sound pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Shit's tight. Shit's
You know,
tight.
somebody's got to do it. You know, my friend's got to die somehow.
Fentanyl is nuts, dude.
Fentanyl is awesome.
You've done
Pharmaceutical fentanyl is great. I've never done like
it.
street fentanyl.
Isn't it fentanyl? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's
Fentanyl, pharmaceutical fentanyl is like the stuff you can get from like hospitals, pharmacies, and street fentanyl. It goes, what up? That's street fentanyl.
Okay, so
Street fentanyl sags its pants. Damn,
okay.
damn, dude.
So let me
Fuck.
ask you a question.
Yeah.
Ask the real question.
Yeah.
'cause
Street fentanyl would axe it.
Yeah,
but
that's,
okay.
that's why I just said that joke. God damn it! Listen back. I said that joke.
But I nailed it.
Okay, what's the question? Ask
So
it.
he stole the joke. So he must be street fentanyl. Okay, come on,
Nice.
guys.
no, sorry. Dude. I was. Okay,
Come on,
yeah.
dude.
You're right.
I'm going home, dude. I'm
Hey,
doing a road.
that won't cross the fucking line. Don't do
Okay,
that. Not on this
so,
podcast. bro.
is fentanyl? I don't know
A
what it is.
vegetable.
It turns out it's actually a fruit.
Turns out fentanyl is a
And
fruit.
because you know it's crazy to have a bullet point and I put talk about seeds. It was about to be about the seeds.
You're like putting together like an elementary school presentation.
That's the whole thing with tomatoes that we've all known since we were little.
Avocados, all the vegetables, all the food. Don't forget seeds.
Technically,
Technically.
Okay, what do you want to know about
isn't
fentanyl?
it just like is it a painkiller?
Yeah.
It's like what they give
The
people. Who,
opioid.
this is what I've heard. I've heard it's a thing that they give people to, like cancer patients. Is like what it is. It's like so strong they give it.
It's
to
a
cancer
very
It's like
patients.
strong-
hospice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Drugs, yeah.
So like fentanyl is so strong
That shit will kill you.
that
no
like
matter what.
they make fentanyl patches
Yes,
that are
and they
and
cut 'em.
it's measured in fentanyl's measured in micrograms for dosage,
Mm.
whereas like most other like oxy and hydro are like milligrams.
Right.
Like they make like the oxys that I liked were 30 milligrams a piece. I do like 5 of them. So That's different. Whereas like fentanyl is measured in micrograms. They'll make like a patch that you put on yourself, and it'll dose out fentanyl for like a days. But if you're like me, you cut that patch open, you take that gel, you smoke it off with some foil, and you just throw up outside immediately.
That's nuts.
Bro, me and my buddy.
You hit it and throw
this is
up?
actually me. Yeah, so me and my buddy Taylor, R.I.P. We would
Fentanyl?
Overdose. He did die from an overdose, like in the last couple months. Yeah.
Like overdose, like too many marshmallows. Actually,
Yeah.
My buddy and I
He
smoked fentanyl
overdosed.
together.
Type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, that's he actually, he was actually pretty sad. Yeah,
No, but
he drowned.
So we one time
hang gliding accident.
Yeah.
Actually,
we got a hold of a fentanyl patch. Fentanyl patch is like it's just got
Walker hit him.
it's just got gel in it, so you can just cut it open and get the gel out. And we were smoking it, and like we'd smoke it. We'd go outside. We'd share a Black and Mild. He would hit the Black and Mild. I would vomit into the fucking bushes. I would be done. He would hand me the Black and Mild. I'd smoke that. He would vomit into the bushes. And we did this for like 5 hours straight. We'd go back inside. We'd smoke more, go outside, vomit. Because I don't know what it is with opiates. If you take a lot of them, they make you throw up. Nothing feels better than them. You know when you're sick and you throw up and you're done and you're like, huh. Imagine that, but like times 1,000, dude.
It's almost like your body's like, hey, don't do this again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's an immediate adverse reaction to like you basically like
smoking fentanyl.
smoking
Poisoning
fentanyl.
yourself.
Yeah, you're poisoning yourself. Yeah, but
Well, that's how like alcohol is like technically a poison or whatever. It's like that's why it fucks you up. Is it's like your body reacting to a poison.
yeah. So
That's why, dude. That's how I used to.
fentanyl's
that's,
cool as fuck.
That's how I used to drink. That's
Don't
how
do
I
it,
just
bro.
when I was in high school, I just used to drink until I threw up, and then I would start drinking again. I was like, I thought that's what you did.
Yeah, dude, boot and rally, bro.
Yeah, I thought
Throw
that's
up,
what you
keep
did.
going.
Because all the seniors when I was a freshman did that, and I was like, that's so fucking.
I haven't
cool.
thrown up off of alcohol in so long.
Well, you're an adult. You shouldn't probably.
Dude.
Like I think once you hit
Well.
what? Would you go? Well,
I mean, I've drank enough to throw up. I just don't anymore.
yeah, that's true. I
You're
guess.
just
Like,
an iron gut.
I just
When
wild.
when I was a freshman, there was two seniors who would like they were like the guys that like I was like oh they're so cool whatever. They were like really good athletes. They were like they went to like D1, both of them for like one for baseball, one for football. Very high powered athletes. And I by the way,
Black
took that-
guys. We know
no,
black
they're not
guys.
black. No, they
dude,
were
you
white.
lived in Iowa.
Yeah,
He's
dude. What are you
white.
talking
Oh
about?
yeah.
They
These were probably 6 foot flat, 200-pound white guys who were very good at sports.
probably like 6'4", yeah.
Oh,
Big
6'4",
big dudes.
corn
big dudes.
fed.
The corn fed. By the way, I got high powered athlete from you. You said it once.
I say it all the time.
And I'm like, I'm putting that in my vernacular.
High-powered, explosive athlete.
Yeah, and
That's me.
these dudes, very successful athletically. They broke into they broke into a car one day when they were just fucked up, and they found in the back it was undercover. It was an unmarked undercover cop, and there's like AR-15s in the back, like, and then like
They took them?
They took them.
Whoa.
And then they broke into a barn. It just this is the most Iowa
So
shit
funny,
ever.
too.
They broke into a barn, and then we're just shooting the guns in this barn. And the guy who owned the farm was
Did they hit the moo cows?
no, I think they were just shooting like things in the barn, like haystack. I don't know what they were fucking doing.
Crazy to think that
but-
nobody would hear that.
Yeah, well, the guy in the thing in the house that owned the barn called the cops and got arrested, and then they tried to keep it like hush hush. Everybody, because the school was like, we don't want people finding out about this. They're gonna lose scholarships, whatever. And then the guy who went straight to the press and was like, these fucking kids were all in my barn shooting like crazy, dude.
Shooting. Well, yeah, the cops wouldn't want that to come out because it shows
they
negligence on
broke
their
in,
part
yeah.
that they left their
And
car
I don't
unlocked with AR-15s.
I don't
in
even
the
think
back.
they got in that much trouble. I don't remember what
It's
happened.
Iowa, dude. Boy, this is a
That's
typical.
a slip on the wrist.
This
Yeah,
is boys will be boys.
Yeah.
The
you leave a
country.
car unlocked, people go in it. You got AR-15s in it.
They're
They want
gonna
them.
You take them to a barn.
Did they shoot anything? Hey, Bales.
Hey, Bales.
That's fine. Hey, Bales. I hardly know her. All right.
Did you know cow tipping is fake?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not real.
I didn't know that for like the longest
Cows
time.
lay down and they sleep.
I know.
Yeah.
Which I've seen cows lay down, and my whole life I was like, I've never gone cow tipping, obviously, 'cause it isn't real. But I've always been like, man, that would be hilarious. That'd be so funny. And then now, like, yeah, dude, cows totally lay down when they sleep.
Yeah,
That's not
dude,
a thing.
most animals do.
This says, like most big mammals, cows can doze off on their feet, but they sleep deeply while they're lying
Cats-
Yeah.
down.
Not
It's like, you know what
cats,
doesn't
cows.
lay down when it sleeps? Fish.
Yeah.
Go fish tipping, idiot.
That's just called fishing, I think. Where are you going to push them over to do, like, if they're fish, where are you going to push them over? They're just going to go to the other part of the water. Like, you can't knock.
You spin them. It just
you
turns
can't
into a
knock
flip.
a fish over.
Yeah. You spin them around. You say, good job, idiot.
Good job, dumbass.
Fuck fish, dude. I'll kill
The
all the
reason
fish.
that like that's like they say the reason that there's like global warming is because of cow farts. That's true.
Methane.
so we
Methane.
should eat more cows.
No, we
This
should
is
eat
gonna
more
be
cows.
crazy, but for the last 10 minutes of this podcast, I'm laying on the ground. I'm serious. It's not. This is not an act.
How long are we? Where are we at?
We're at 50.
We're at 50. We need to get
I would
past
like
that
to keep
hour.
going because I'm having fun, but we'll be out of frame
Yeah, the
because
first-
I'm gonna lay on the ground.
The first 10 minutes of this sucked. I'm trying to bring up avocado.
we really didn't
facts.
catch a stride until Josh mentioned avocados.
And then how
to be
dumb it
honest.
was. Dude, that makes me wonder, like, going forward, I wonder if we should just, like, start cutting, like, just run longer and then cut all the beginning dumb shit. I'm fine with that. If I'd rather start it in full stride than and people would just be like, why the fuck is Matt laying down like halfway through
Dude,
and like no
listen to me.
context?
I really don't want to have to do this because I like being able to look at myself in the camera every once in a while. But I'm in
Every
so
10
much
seconds.
excruciating pain. Dude, last night was so embarrassing for me. I,
I wish you could see how crazy he looks. His shirt's halfway up his stomach right now. It's nuts, dude.
listen, I'm having a pretty tough go of it over here. I'm not going to lie. Last night, I went to the show. I made it in. I did my set sitting down. And then I got up, and I couldn't even make it to the back of the room. So I sat down, I ate food, and then somebody had to go get my car for me, and a comic had to, like, walk me out. There was a moment where I was in the stairwell, and I was blocking the stairs, and a kid walked up, and he was like, hey, can I get by you? Like a kid, I mean, like, probably like 15. And I was like, yeah, but you're going to have to help me get to that chair over there. And I had to use a teenager as, like, stability to get to a chair to sit down.
Who was this?
What, the 15-year-old?
He's just a person?
Yeah, just a guy trying to walk down the stairs at Mulligan's in Jensen Beach.
Damn, and your big ass is just
I
like
was in the way, and I was
Just
like,
carry
shred
me.
holding them down.
I was like, I'll gladly
Child.
get out of your way, but you gotta help me, dude. I'm in bad shape.
you just told like a young boy, young boy,
yes, I must last on to you.
carry
Yeah.
my Frankenstein ass down the
He's
stairs.
just trying to get by, and I was like, I'll move out of your way, but you're gonna have to help me move out of your way.
Crazy, dude. I'm like turning around.
I'm sorry, dude. I can't even straighten my
Do you
legs.
see?
I'm
Do you
having
see
a-
any faces in the fucking popcorn?
Dude,
scene?
I used to just like smoke DMT and stare at ceilings like this all the time, and you just watch shapes happen, geometric shapes.
I kind of
shapes.
want to smoke DMT. I'm not kidding.
You
I
should
do
smoke
kinda
DMT,
wanna
dude.
start.
That shit's scary. That shit.
That's what it
terrifies
just scares
bro.
me.
Why does it scare you?
I get
It
afraid
used- I'm gonna-
that.
I'm gonna be honest. It used to scare me while I was actively doing heroin. So
I thought you were gonna say while I was actively doing it. Because
no.
dude, this is the truth. Anytime I've done any type of drug, immediately afterwards I go, "Fuck, I
So,
shouldn't have done this." And then
here's
I call
what
my mom.
here's the deal with DMT. If you smoke it, no. Listen, if you smoke it, you have to smoke a certain amount of it in a certain amount of time to do the like whole blast off thing. And usually you come up short. But if you come up short, you just start to see shapes and shit like that.
Mhm.
So I would just take resin hits off my friends and then like look at the ceiling and watch shapes. It was cool. But if you get that blast off, you're gone, bro. Like you're
No,
in
thank you.
another dimension. Like your body is frozen. You are completely locked up,
Nope.
and you are in another place.
I've heard
for,
stories
Like,
about
That's where I want to be.
it could be like 5 to 10 minutes, but it could seem
Like
it'll
years,
seem like
right?
much
Yeah.
longer.
I-
Probably
Yeah.
not years.
My buddy told me
no.
he did it and he felt like he had like a family. Like he felt like he went to a place where he was like in a village. And
I've
he was
smoked-
part of
I've
a
smoked
thing.
salvia.
Salvia.
Salvia is crazy.
I feel like have I told my friend Salvia story on here? 'Cause-
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
yes.
like Salvia is crazy. You will
Yes.
go to a
I
different.
told
place.
mine where I was on the beach and I just like I didn't have like the time thing. Like I knew like how much time had passed. Like I felt like I was like 20
Yeah.
minutes had gone by.
strong.
What?
I was just sorry.
I like it felt like the high probably lasted like 20 minutes, and it felt like 20 minutes. But for that 20 minutes, I was on the beach, and I felt like I was on like the SpongeBob Island. You know, like the very beginning,
when they're like,
where like before the camera goes under the water in the
yes.
intro, where it's just that tiny little island with nothing but ocean around it. I felt like I was just chilling on that with like my fucking iPhone 3G headphones, just like.
Well, Ari Shafir has that story. Like, he basically thought he lived like 3 months of a life like in like an underwater world when he did Salvia.
No, thank you, dude.
Salvia is scary. I would do DMT.
I took like the first time I've taken mushrooms a couple of times, but the first time I ever did it, I just took like a gram, and the second I started to feel like the body feeling, I was like, I immediately was like, I shouldn't have done it, and then I went, is this forever?
What a really terrible thing to think.
And then
is this forever?
Yeah,
that's
always
the scariest.
That's the.
I think of that. I think that sometimes not only when I would get like really, really high. I think that sometimes when I'm really sick.
Yes.
Like if I have like a bad flu or something, I'm like, is this just how I am now?
Bro, I was thinking that fucking last night. I was like, dude, I literally drove to the house, and like Britt had to help me go to the bathroom and like get back to the bed, and I was like, what if I'm like this forever?
You're
like
super
88.
grandpa.
Bro, for real though. You've seen how close my bathroom is to my bedroom. I couldn't make it from my bathroom to my bedroom.
Damn.
Yeah, it was
Stop
nuts,
golfing
bro.
so much,
Dude, go
dude.
get a like a massage / chiropractor visit off Groupon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get like a sports massage once I feel better, and then I'm gonna start doing more core exercises.
Dude, I really want to try Rolfing.
What's Rolfing?
It's like a form of massaging, but they do it with ropes with knots. So like they take ropes and they put like thick
Sounds
ropes
And they squeeze you?
and they like make it really tight,
Oh,
like
that sounds
taut.
fire.
They say it hurts. They say like you'll probably like cry and beg for them to stop, but
Okay.
it will get it will get
I'm gonna come if I go there.
but they're like, dude, it doesn't matter how flexible you are right now. If you do like 2 or 3 sessions of Rolfing in like a 60-day period, you'll be able to like do a split and shit. Like it's so good for
There's
like,
no
it gets
fucking
everything
way,
out.
Dude. That's fucking
it just
horseshit,
dude. It just
It just
destroys
That's
your
white
rocks
people
you, bro.
voodoo, dude. That's all that is. They were like, the Asians have cornered the market on
Here's the
massages. And I
The
need
pirates
to,
are now doing
Is
massages.
it white? Is it white people voodoo? Guess where I learned this from?
Where the Jamaican lady?
The Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, dude, I told you. They were basically like
the
Asians
king of white people.
the Asians have cornered
Alpha
the
brain,
market.
baby.
The Jamaicans are even starting to make their way in. What are we good at doing? I don't know. We're on the boat all the time. We tie a lot of knots. There it is.
There it is,
yeah.
baby.
I'm going to tie knots. I'm going to rub it
gonna-
on white people. I'm going to tell them they can do the splits. Like,
They're like, yeah, you might cry. That's crazy. If
They say it
Yeah.
hurts really, really bad.
Dude, they put you in it and they make you cry. They're just like, your mother never loved you.
yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
you don't. That's why you cry.
They put you like you go face first on like the table with like the hole where your face can look through, like the massage table, and they're like, okay, a lot of people cry during this part. It's like, here's your girlfriend hooking up with another guy.
Yeah.
No, it's just
They just-
pictures. They're just showing you.
Yeah, they fucking,
yeah.
Have you guys been cheated on before?
Not that
no,
I
not
know
really.
of.
Not that you
no.
know of.
I mean, I would imagine maybe, but
A girl that I was hooking up with in high school, that like she wasn't my girlfriend or anything, but then I found out that she was fucking like a lot of different people, and I was like, ew.
my,
But I wasn't like, she wasn't like my girlfriend. I, was just like, damn, dude,
I
what
had a
the
girl.
fuck?
I had a girl cheat on me when I was like 19, and dude, holy fuck, did I turn into like an emotional wreck? It was like,
did we have this conversation?
You say that like it was a surprise.
yeah, dude, if you,
As
if you told me you didn't
if you
like me today, I would cry.
Dude, if you were like, how do you think Josh would react to a girl cheating on him? I'd be like, emotional wreck.
Oh, crying for sure.
Dude, she this is crazy. She went to prom with. I was in the military and I was dating a girl. She was 18 and I was 19.
Whoa!
And-
But wait. She went to prom, but you weren't in high school.
I wasn't in high school. She was still in high school. I was in the military at this time.
Oop, groomer. We got a groomer
Yeah,
alert.
we got a
Yeah, dude, I
groomer.
started dating her when I was 17. She was 16.
I'm
It's
fucking
not-
with
That's
you.
fair.
You're
No,
fine.
no,
You're
no,
fine.
no. I'm with you.
But
I'm with
she,
you.
but so I was, yeah. There. So Jesus Christ! Never mind. This didn't happen. She was 23 and she was at prom.
We got a regular Paul Walker.
Yeah. What am I? Too fast, too furious? And she
Check up on her. She might have wrapped her
Dude.
Porsche around a tree.
Yeah, dude. But it was so funny.
Ford Focus.
I found out that she did it. She was at prom with this guy. And I found out that she did because my buddy, who was also at prom, who graduated with me but was dating a girl the same.
So funny.
Yeah, so funny to be out of high school and have to go to prom
Such
with your
Iowa
girlfriend.
thing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's real small town.
Dude, you know what's even better? Small town is he wore when he went to prom. What he did, he wore the suit, but then had his Jordans on.
Hell
you
yeah,
know what
dude.
I'm talking about?
We had 2 guys in camo tuxes at mine.
Dude, this
yes.
Okay, this might sound crazy, and obviously I would never want this to happen because I would be devastated, but I would become a better person were I to be cheated on.
Yeah. Well,
What
Like
do you
I
mean?
think
Yeah.
like obviously I don't want this to happen.
Yeah.
Obviously. But if I were to be cheated on now that I'm married, dude, I'd be like I'd be hitting the gym like 3 times a day.
Yeah, dude.
I would
Oh,
have
I get it.
zero
So
carbohydrates. Like I would become a better person.
So when I found
Babe, I got an idea.
so when I found out, it was so funny because I found out through my buddy who was like, hey man, he sent me a message. He was like, just so you know, I just saw your girl and and Tyler making out in a photo booth. And I was like,
Damn,
what,
dude?
dude?
That's the
And I
gayest
was
thing
like,
I've
Tyler,
ever heard.
damn,
and
dude.
I was here's the craziest part. At this time, I was in the military, so I was in the middle of the field on top of the AAVs, on top of those big ass tanks that we were with.
mhm.
I was on
Hilarious.
top of one, barely getting signal. And that's
Oh,
the message I
no.
got. Dude.
Oh,
And
no.
I was like, what the fuck? And so I'm like,
What the fuck?
I'm like in night vision goggles crying. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? She fucking what, dude? And then I was like, and I sent her a text message. I was like, how fucking dare you? I'm serving our country.
No.
You have to go.
I pulled the military card immediately. I was like,
I'm here serving our country.
I'm serving
You're
our country.
serving Tyler's dick.
you're fucking. And then I remember the next day
You
we
go
talked
back.
about it.
You go back to you go back to the base. You're like, the night vision's malfunction. Like, what happened? And he's like, I cried and I got him wet.
I sure pissed while I was crying.
Did you dunk these in a bathtub? I cried and
I lose my rank because of it, and then I lose my girlfriend and my rank. And then I remember the next day she called me and we were talking about, we were having like a civil conversation about everything. She was being completely honest, and then I was like asking her questions that you shouldn't ask if you get cheated on.
You suck his dick?
Yes,
Yeah, oh yeah,
I was
of course,
and
of
then
course.
She was like a little.
And you were like,
And I was
only
like,
only if it's a little.
A little.
Only if it's little. And I was like, yeah. Then I was like, did you say you loved him? And then she said no.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Anyways,
Well, thank God you
that's
only
And now
sucked
guess
a
what she
little.
does? She works at a Starbucks and she's fat as hell.
Yeah. Fuck
That's
you,
the
idiot.
trajectory.
That's
What's her
why-
name?
that's
Let's
why
get
I don't like-
let's get a
why I
show
don't
in
like
Iowa,
fat
and then we'll
people.
go get coffee from that Starbucks.
And then be like, yeah.
I actually do want to do a show in Iowa.
We should do a show in Iowa. I messaged some of the clubs and they fucking. This one doesn't get back to me
There's a
ever. which
comedy
pisses me
bar.
off.
Hey, if you live in Iowa,
Yeah, we could go to
throw a
Dubuque.
Molotov cocktail through the comedy club's windows.
Jesus Christ! Don't do that.
I mean, email them.
Don't you do a call to action? Call to actions are how you get in trouble. That's the thing.
We got, by the way, one single person to comment on the Cartnarks.
we had like 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had like 4. Oh fuck.
Here's a call to action. You know how at the beginning of these episodes, Josh starts it out like, if I say things that are in the description, it'll help us with the algorithm. I don't know if YouTube's listening, so I know the surefire way to tell if YouTube's listening. COVID isn't real. It was all fake.
No.
You're going to get us fucking...
Dr. Fauci's a fucking liar.
When does my dad get on the podcast?
Dude, Theo Vaughn's episode
Yeah,
with
he got taken down.
RFK Jr. got taken
Yeah,
down.
Theo was telling me about that.
Dude, RFK would be such a sick president, but nobody's going to vote for him because his voice is retarded.
It got taken down
Yeah.
from YouTube?
Yeah.
They were like, "This is sick as fuck."
Why?
Yeah. They're like, this
Heyo.
is too ill, dude.
Yeah, COVID, too sick.
RFK's so tight, but the way he talks is so bad that it's like
never-
I don't even know who that is, dude.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., but he's running for president, and he's cool. He has a lot of, he says cool shit a lot. And he's like, my uncle was murdered by the CIA. It's like, hell yeah, dude. It's
Dude,
sick.
he was, by the way.
Yes,
They
that
came out.
yeah,
Yeah, the
that's what he's
documentary.
saying.
Dude, he did 100%.
It's like
But
that's-
he like says shit like that, and it's tight. And he's also just like, the left and the right are full of shit. We need to devour both parties. I'm like, this guy rocks.
Yeah.
But he talks like he was like a struck by lightning victim. Like I don't know how to describe it, but he's like
specific.
the CIA killed my uncle, and it's like, oh, you're never gonna win a debate, dude.
What are they
Imagine if you had to
selling?
debate the
Chocolates?
dog
Yeah, come and bring
with
it
that
up.
voice, dude. You'd lose.
He talks so dumb.
He talks like a real retard. Everyone's like, damn,
Fuck, he's right.
he's gone, dude. He can't touch that.
Where are we?
We're at 3 minutes or 1 minute and 5 seconds. What am I saying? 1 minute, 1 hour.
You're on DMT, dude. You're like, what
fucking-
time
This
is
is
this?
just how my brain works. 1 hour and
Did you eat your
5
fruits today, dude? Did you
Did
have
I?
an avocado?
So, dude,
You missing vitamins?
did you guys know?
Okay.
One sec. There was one more thing I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Let me look at this here.
Look at your sheet.
I have one note that I need to
Fucking
make
idiot.
sure we do. Okay. No, that just says the N word. Okay, thank you guys so much.
All right, bye,
God damn
Yeah,
it.
everybody.
listen, hey, go and rate and fucking comment on the podcast. Thank you
Yeah,
guys so much.
please.
The
Leave us
girls.
questions and shit.
Yeah, leave us questions. We want more questions. Bye.
Bye.